that led me to working right here at SeaWorld. We receive so many questions about killer whales each and every day from kids and grown-ups of all ages. We've gathered these questions and put them all together right here in this Killer Whales Up Close book to share with you today. We've connected the book so you'll be able to see everything up on the big screen. Now, if you're ready to get started, it's my privilege to introduce you to Missy.
Thank you, Annette. Hello, everyone. Once again, welcome to Shamu Stadium. We are so excited to introduce you to some of our killer whales. Up first, she's 23 years old, and she happens to be our most athletic killer whale. This is Shuka.
Look at that, buddy.
One more time. Here she goes. Son of our matriarch, and so happens to be the golden child. This is Nakai. And last but not least, she was the very first killer whale born right here at SeaWorld San Diego 27 years ago. She is our smartest killer whale, ladies and gentlemen. Put your hands together for Orchid. Killer whales. We have 6 females and 5 males.
Ahorita te limpio las manos, le
About 18 months old, all the way up to 52 years old.
Drink water.
You can see how different each whale is, but did you know there are even bigger differences in the wild? Would you be surprised if I told you there are actually different kinds of killer whales? Yeah, scientists refer to them as ecotypes. They live in different habitats, they have different body types, and they even pursue different kinds of food. But even though killer whale ecotypes are different, they're still considered members of one species, or Sinus orca. One question that we get asked all the time is how big does a killer whale grow to be? Well, the answer would depend on which ecotype you're talking about. Is it a 16-foot female in Iceland, or a 30-foot male in Antarctica? Let's take a closer look.
The remarkable thing about killer whales, no matter which type, is that they are found throughout our global ocean, from the Arctic to the Antarctic, and literally everywhere in between. They are found in so many different habitats and depend on such a variety of marine life for survival that killer whales are more intertwined with the fate of our ocean than any other marine animal. Truly, these awesome animals are the living symbol of our ocean, representing so much more than their own species.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it again for our killer whale.
Yeah, look at that, buddy.
Okay, let's check out some of your great questions. Oh, here we go. So many people wonder about our trainers. In fact, raise your hand if you've ever wanted to be an animal trainer. Wow, that's a lot. Then you should meet the men and women who interact with our family of killer whales every day.
Once again, I'm Missy, and we're being joined by Autumn, Jen, Christy, and Mickey.
Our team is so passionate about what they do here every day. And you know, that makes me think of another great question. Do the trainers talk to the whales? Well, Missy, I'll let you answer that one.
You know what? That's a great question. Now, we may not talk to the whales like you and I talk to each other, but we have taught them different signals that help us communicate with them. This ongoing communication is a very important part of developing the strong relationships that we have with the whales. And because of this relationship, one of the things we're able to do is answer important questions through research.
Here at SeaWorld, we have a unique opportunity to conduct research about killer whales, asking important questions that can only be answered in a setting like this. So much of what we learn here is being used to help killer whales in the wild. Of course, there are other questions that can only be explored by studying whales in the ocean. By exploring questions both at SeaWorld and in the wild, our combined research gives all of us a better understanding of killer whales and the places they live.
And that's what I call working together. Research flowing in both directions, from our park to the wild and back again. That way everyone can benefit. Okay, let's check out another question. Oh, perfect. This individual wonders why whales jump, and I just so happen to have that emoji. Look.
Look, I love it, Johnny. Look, puppy. It's gonna jump. Look. Whoa!
You know, killer whales communicate in a lot of different ways. Sometimes they vocalize, and sometimes they use their body.
Huh?
A jump like that is called a breach. They're making a sound on top of the water. When a whale uses their body to slap the water, it creates a commotion both above and below the surface. This could be to show their excitement, or maybe display a little power, or just see the attention of the other whales.
Eat a little baby.
Some of you may have heard about Kalia's new calf, Amaya. Our SeaWorld social media fans actually helped us name her. Here at SeaWorld, we watch newborn calves rely on their mothers for everything, right from the very first moment of birth.
Wow.
As a calf grows and gains some independence, it is looked after by other whales in the pod too. They help the mother protect the calf, teach it survival skills, and show the calf how to romp and play. Killer whales live in family-like groups known as pods. Like human families, their pods can range in size, from just a handful of whales up to a few dozen.
Wow, now isn't that a lot of questions? Believe it or not, we get them every day.
We sure do. Killer whales communicate with each other using all sorts of sounds. Let's listen.
What? You hear them talk? That's how they talk, puppy.
Each type of killer whale, each pod has their own dialect, their own unique set of calls. But don't forget, they use body language too.
Sometimes they blow bubbles, bump into each other, or even scratch each other with their teeth, causing rake marks. These are the multi-line marks that you might see on the skin of killer whales and dolphins. It's one of the ways these animals display dominance over one another during social interactions, both in the wild and here at SeaWorld. We've just learned how killer whales use vocalization and body language to communicate with each other. But do you remember how we communicate with them? That's right, through signals. Here at SeaWorld, we communicate with our killer whales, and we want the next generation to be able to do the same.
All right, everyone, a really fun part of the show. We have two very lucky volunteers. We have Daniel and Chloe. Let's give them a big round of applause. All right, so Daniel and Chloe, here's your chance to be killer whale trainers. You're going to ask them a couple of behaviors. Let's watch. All right, Daniel's got his first signal. He's asking Orchid to wave her flippers. And look at that, she's got it. Nice job. All right, Chloe, she's got that signal. Now this behavior is a beautiful aerial behavior. He's going to tap the water. That's about where Shuka should come from. There she is. Nice job, Chloe. All right, Daniel. This looks like a good one.
Now this one.
Oh, yeah.
You got win. You got win.
Vicky's going to offer Shuka a little reward. Let's see what Chloe's got. One more.
Uh-oh. Let's see what she's doing.
I heard something about being hot.
Look.
Looks like Chloe's getting it. Perfect day for that, guys. Nice job. All right, well, Daniel and Chloe, we have something very special for you. It's a whale tale to help you remember your interaction with Orchid and Shuka. Let's give them a good round of applause, everybody.
Here's another really great question. Who takes care of you, Shamu? I love that question because it lets us give you a peek at how we care for these extraordinary animals. Okay, Missy, is everyone ready?
It looks like they are. Now the training that you're about to see actually allows us to take
Ahorita
care
le
of the
va,
whales.
voy.
Take a look over here with Christy and Orchid.
Ah, vamos,
She's asked
Gina.
Orchid to roll over
No,
and
no,
prevent
you're
her
gonna fall.
ventral side or her underside. And then she's touching her along her tummy,
We'll go
asking
right
her
now.
to
We'll go.
present her tail
¿Quieres
flutes.
grabar tú?
Now this is a very important husbandry behavior to keep Orchid and all our whales healthy. The reason being is this is how we
Se
get a
tapa
blood
boca,
sample
ve,
from
lo
our
van a
killer
regañar.
whales. The veins are
Se va
very
a quemar
close to the
de
ventral
arriba.
side of Orchid's tail flutes, and it's also white, so it's nice and easy for those veterinarians to come over and get that sample.
Mira,
Now the
look at
slide
that.
out behavior like you're seeing the
Wow,
Kai do
look.
is obviously very impressive, but this is